You can't stop me once
Thank
I
you.
start. Can't return me once you are. I'm coming, baby.
Okay. Love you. You know, they told me, Stefania, we want to give you the... Okay. I love you too. I love you too. They told me, we're going to give you the last part of the weekend. That's amazing. It's an important part. Honestly, never again. I have no voice because I spoke the whole time. My feet are killing me because I'm wearing 16 centimeters Louboutin shoes, which I love, but I can't anymore. And I'm exhausted just because it was such an amazing weekend. Did you guys love this incredible event or not? I made a mistake with the slides. Okay, doesn't matter. So, please, you guys can sit down. I'm totally touched by this weekend because I want you to know I'm from this city, I'm from Milan. And when I started network marketing, I had literally only 3 people at my meetings. There is a hotel called Meliá in Milan, which cost me at the time 250 euros, but when you make 300, it's a lot of money. And I used to go there and nobody showed up. It was very, very small. We started really small. And today, to have Expo in my town is totally humbling. And I'm so thankful and grateful for all of you, really. Here, as you can see, it's my graduation time. So I was graduating and I had dreams, I had ideas, I wanted to work in the business world, but I decided to get married because I met my ex-husband when I was only 15, and we decided in the moment we graduated, no matter if we have money or not, we're gonna get married. And right after the marriage, 2 months later, my son, amazing Giulio, that you saw yesterday here on stage, was in my belly. I got pregnant. And that was not planned. Of course, I was happy. But at the same time, because I was feeling very sick, I couldn't get a job right away after my graduation. And because we were living at the time in Miami, Florida, my parents were not there. I had no sister and brothers. I decided to stay at home with my boy. And right after that, my ex-husband started to have a great career. We moved to London. Jesus was born. And we moved to Portugal. Luca was born. So my dreams, my purpose in that moment where I wanted to be a successful businesswoman were not destroyed, because I believe being a mother is the biggest blessing. Being a parent is the biggest blessing. But they were definitely put on hold. And I thought, I'm going to sacrifice what I wanted to do, because right now my purpose is to be the best mom I can. Well, and the best wife. Unfortunately, when 5 years ago now, my family was destroyed for different reasons. I promise I will not go into details anymore. But all my dreams and purpose in that moment in my life were completely destroyed because I felt you're not even a good mother anymore, and you're not even a good wife anymore. But I had 2 choices. Either I stayed and cried where I was, or I was going to react and take a decision. And I didn't take the decision when I got enrolled in network marketing because I didn't believe much in it. I took a decision at a convention in Warsaw, like some of you are here today, where I showed up by myself, but I saw what was going on. I heard the diamonds on stage, and I thought, if they can do it, I can do it. What do they have more than me? And that's where I got the decision. And I did not let the pain stop me. I turned the pain into power. This was exactly me and my boys. That was when my boys and me were sleeping in one bed for nearly a year. Trust me, four people in one bed, it's uncomfortable, especially when it's boys moving around all the time. I miss it sometimes. They tell me that they remember that I was all night on WhatsApp, and because I'm not technological at all, I didn't know you could silence the iPhone. So do you know that if you have your iPhone on, it does tick, 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 you know, when you type? So they tell me that for them it was like a lullaby, because we would go to bed and I would be working tick, 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 tick all night. I found out later that I could put it on silent. I know I'm zero technological. I know that, but it's amazing. And together, that's why yesterday I was so emotional. I'm still emotional today. I don't know what's wrong with me. But because we achieved this together. They were with me. They were eating Nutella sandwiches. Not that they didn't mind, but not a hot meal maybe for a long time. They were often alone because I was traveling, but it was worth it. And trust me, right now, they're very proud of me, as you could hear it. Wasn't my son Jesus amazing yesterday on stage? I think soon we can retire. I promise you, we did not coach him or train him or tell him to do it. He decided all by himself, okay? Because people ask me. So sometimes, what is the problem? I never know if I'm still not technological. Oh, did I click it twice? Can we go back one slide, guys? Sorry. Yeah. So sometimes the problem is our minds. You see, guys, our minds are made to stop danger. That's the truth. Many times you are not gonna go and talk to that person because you're afraid of their no. How many of you sometimes are about to mention network marketing at that dinner or at that party, but you are afraid because your mind thinks, oh, no, this person is gonna reject me, this person is gonna say no to me. Many times. Nobody likes to be rejected. But I want to tell you a story, and Calvin stole part of my speech. I mean, Scott Lewis spoke about passion and purpose on the first day. That was part of my speech. I was like, I can't believe it. And now Calvin even used the same picture. But what is so important about these two pictures is that I want to give you real hopes. Because you have to understand, from this tragic day, it was one of the worst days of my life. In the morning, I took Calvin and Daniel to meet this big businessman who supposedly was going to be successful, who literally said no to me, to us, even to Calvin and Daniel. And after that, at night, we went to this meeting, which was a disaster, where nobody cared, everybody was smoking and drinking, and again, actually nobody signed up, and nothing came out of it yet. And I remember going that night, sleeping in this bed. The lady that guessed me there, because obviously I couldn't pay a hotel, she was going through a depression, so she forgot to change the sheets. Her son was a teenager, and I let you imagine the whole scene. I was like, I can't believe it, I'm sleeping in this bed right now. Why are you even doing this? Quit this business. Look, you let this double diamond come to help you. What a joke you are. I felt such a loser, because the day was so bad. I'm like, I'm going to go home and stop this. All the negativity that everybody gave me, wanted me to stop. And I cried like a baby. But I want you to know, from that day, and this is a true story, I can prove it, who doubts it. From that day where I felt like I wanted to quit, 2 diamonds were born. I am double because of that day. But you know how long later? 3.5 years. 3.5 years. So I want you to know, to all of you here, if you're thinking to quit after 3 weeks, after 3 months, even after 3 years, you're never gonna know if you're gonna have a diamond one day because of that terrible meeting. Trust me. In this life, you're either growing or dying. Tree, grass, marriages, they grow, they die. I never thought I would be divorced. It was the worst thing in my life. But guess what? I had a second chance. I met Daniel Fire, who after a year of running after me, decided to marry me. But we need to see that in this life, sometimes we overcomplicated things. I always saw the glass half full, never half empty. And things in lives are simple. One of the reasons why I believe I had results and I'm successful is because I'm simple. There are only 7 colors in the rainbow. And look what Michelangelo did here in Italy, beautiful Italy, with those 7 colors. There are only 7 notes. And look at what Mozart did with those 7 notes. And there are only 10 numbers. And I'm not good with numbers. When I look at my J office, I freaking love those numbers. So, Jeunesse is simple. We have 8 steps that the company teaches us to use. Don't go invent the wheel again. Just go and repeat over and over again what they tell you to do. Simple steps with repetition that duplicates. Now I want to show you my second event. I went to this event in Berlin. Guess how many people I had? 11. So if you brought more than 11 people, you probably have much more chances to be double diamond before me. This is 3.5 years ago. Of those 11 people, you can see my friend Mark McDonald was already there, hugging me and Manuela Ratti, and then Sabato and Tita, and Calvin was always there supporting us. Thank you, Calvin. And I want you to know something. Of those 11 people, 6 quit. Some immediately, some later. But I want to tell you something. Of those 5 people that stayed, and again, I can prove it all. Of those 5 people, 1 is a diamond, 1 is an emerald, 1 is a ruby, 1 is a sapphire elite going ruby probably this month, and 1 is still a sapphire, but guess what? She's making 30% on an emerald, nearly paid diamond. So you make the math. Do you think that that's a reason for you not to quit and stay? Do you think events can multiply? I don't want to say how many people I have here right now in the room because I truly don't know, but trust me, it's much more than 11. And like it happened to me, it will happen to you. But did you find your purpose yet? Because if you don't know yet your purpose, then go after your passion. My passion was always helping others. I loved, even when I was just a mom, and I had a friend that would call me, oh, I just opened my company and I did this. I just love to see the success in others. And people will feel that. And when you truly want to help others, when you truly want to see them blessed and change their lives, automatically your life will change. Guys, I felt guilty for a while to see my paycheck every week because I honestly don't feel worth it. I'm not saving lives. I am not a heart surgeon. But guess what? The size of my check reflects the size of the lives that through Jeunesse I impacted and my team is impacting every day. Sorry, they changed my slides. So my question to you is, what do you want to do tomorrow when you leave from here? What are your hopes and dreams and ambitions? What do you do? What do you live for? Find your passion and you will find your true purpose. In the beginning, when I started this, it was because I really wanted survival. I needed money for me and my kids, then I will admit it. I love the recognition. When you feel betrayed, when your husband is cheating, and I said it, sorry, but when you feel your self-esteem is too low, of course I love the attention and the success. But after that, you know what's the beauty of it? That I know that by going all over the world and speak and give hope and inspiration to people's lives, I'm impacting somebody's life and I'm changing that life. We need to have a sense of higher purpose. Purpose is what purely creates happiness. And really, you need to understand we need to pay it forward. This is a business where you need to pay it forward. All your knowledge, everything you can, give it to your team. Imagine that day should have been the end of my career, and it created and it changed life forever. And guys, to end it, I always say that be grateful. Even if you're not where you are yet, just be grateful for where you are and have the vision of where you're going to be. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Love you, Italy. God bless you.
That girl.